Flash the cameras when I'm rolling up. You got that money, nigga, throw it up. Hey, what you sippin'? Let me get a cup. I got my own bottles, but I like sippin' yours faded, faded. But fuck all that, I made it. Got two bitches with me and they all bad MJ the greatest. And you leaving with me, I made my mind up contemplating.
I already know it's your girl LeeMazin. I'm here, the owner, the beautiful lady of iFashion Magazine. Make sure you check it out, iFashionMagazine.com. This is the spring issue. I will be featuring on real soon, so make sure you check it out.
Turn the lights down low, hit the L one time, then I blow. Blow it, blow it, blow it, blow, blow it, blow it, blow it, blow, blow it, blow it, blow it, blow. Get the money, watch it blow. Hit the L and blow it slow. And just in case you didn't know the
Welcome to the SPKEZY. We bring you nothing but the best exclusive interviews, man. I'm your old Southwest Center. We here with DreamChasers First Lady, Miss LeeMazin. How are you, baby?
I'm good. Happy to be here with you.
Man, for those who may not know, very few that may not know about you, man, we're doing like just a brief publication of who you are.
I'm Talia, aka LeeMazin, from Philadelphia. I'm a music artist. It's about my third year that I've been doing music. From South Philadelphia. I grew up in Southwest too, in Delaware County, so I'm well known a little bit everywhere. I've been doing it for about 3 years now, coming up on my third year. I was affiliated with DreamChasers, Meek and his whole DreamChasers movement, and now I'm just venturing on the bigger and better things. And I'm just working, getting my name out there, promoting. I just started a promo tour entitled Blow, so I just hit the road again for the second time. This is my second tour that I'm doing. So now it's just moving. You probably heard me on the radio, seen me on MTV, TV, different magazines and everything like that. But that's LeeMazin basically.
So as far as with your whole rap career, you know, how did that start? What made you feel like, all right, well, this is going to be the bread and butter or my economic revenue as far as career? What made you have that mentally figure that out?
It more so kind of stumbled upon me. I went to college. I went to Del State University for a year. I majored in psychology. And during that first year, my freshman year, I realized that wasn't really what I wanted to major in. So I took a semester off to figure out I wanted to transfer schools, switch my major to business. And during that break, I kind of stumbled upon music, and I fell in love with it. Like the first time I went into the studio, I knew this is what I really wanted to do. And to have my family supporting me, like I was the first female on my mom's side to go to college. So I had a big chip on my shoulder. I felt like I had to finish because, you know, I had that weight on me. But when I decided to do music and they supported me, that made me want it even more. So once I fell in love with it, I just never looked back. I just kept going.
Who inspired you? I mean, was it self-motivational, you know, just your habitats, or what?
It was a mixture of everything. I like challenging myself. I like doing the unthinkable. I like doing what people say I can't do. And I just wanted to be successful. Like, I never seen my mom struggle. She always told me to be, you know, ambitious and go get what you want. Don't wait for nobody, go get it. And like I said, once I fell in love with it, was just no turning back. I had a lot of support from my family. And my mom inspired me the most. But my family, my friends, and I grew up big on Missy. I was a big Missy fan. That was my favorite artist. Missy knew how to have fun. She a producer. She sings. She writes. She raps. So she was an all-around great artist, and I looked up to her. So once I started, and you know, learning a lot from Missy, I just took all of that into consideration and just kept going.
So with that being said, as far as you are DreamChasers First Lady, you feel like personally, you know, you got Nicki with Cash Money, you had Jay-Z with a Mill, you had Eve with Rough Riders. So you feel like is it burden, or you feel like you got it? Or what's going on?
I really don't take the cosign that I do have. I use it to my advantage, but at the same time, I want to introduce the world to LeeMazin without that cosign first, because almost every female MC that we know before my time got stamped by that, and they needed that stamp. I'm not gonna say needed, but they had that stamp to push them to the next level, and I wanted to go a different route. I want to do it independently. So I'm affiliated, but at the same time, I want to introduce the world to me on my own first. So it's a good thing, and it's also, it can be because they refer me just like you just did. I'm I'm referred in the same sentence as the other female MCs, and at the same time, everything that I'm doing now is me and my TLM camp doing it.
Okay.
And I get to use the leverage of being affiliated with, you know, the top rapper from Philadelphia, which is Meek Mill, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I want to be known as LeeMazin first before I be known as anybody's first lady, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. So, as far as with the Meek Mill situation, you know, with the owner of DreamChasers, now, what's your relationship, or y'all cool? Or, I mean, like, how's it with him being a boss? Is it like just a lateral situation?
I mean, I knew Meek before the music. We grew up around the same neighborhood, a couple of the same people, so we've been good. But when we cross paths, we definitely, when we in the studio together, it's a vibe. Everybody vibe out. He spit his opinions, vice versa, especially when we doing different beats and things like that. But most of the creative side of things comes strictly from me and who I'm working with producer wise. But he throw his ideas in, or he might send me a couple beats here and there, and we rock out that way.
So you do write your own stuff?
Yeah, I write on mine.
Now, you know, not to touch on too much of a sensitive topic, but, you know, rest in peace to Lil Snupe.
Yeah.
As far as how has that affected your camp, you know what I mean, whether it's, you know, motivational or so on and so forth, how has Lil Snupe affected you?
It was a blessing meeting him. I'm happy I got to know him as long as I did. We was pushing a year. I did my first tour with him. That was both our first tour, and I'm happy I got to do the Yesterday record and actually shoot the video before his passing, unfortunately. But just to be around him, like, he uplift the whole room. His spirit, he was the youngest out of everybody, but he managed to motivate everybody at the same time. And I started off freestyling. I still freestyle to this day, but I never witnessed nobody be able to spit like that off the top of their head in person. And that's a blessing. That's something that you're born with. That's not just something you can just pick up on. But everybody took it differently, and still to this day, I keep in touch with his mom. I make sure his mom and his family is cool. And now it's just about, you know, his fans still want to hear his music and just keeping his name alive. So that's what everybody's doing and trying to do, maintain at the same time, keep his name and his music living on forever.
Now, with your heart and humility, rubbing off of that, with your heart and humility, I know you like to give back to the community. It seems like that's like the DreamChasers way, because Meek Mill would love to do, you know, give back to the community too. So, I mean, what is it in y'all that make y'all feel like, okay, well, I made a certain plateau, I'm going to these heights. What is it in y'all that's making y'all feel?
Well, I don't really only speak for me, but I always wanted to have, when I was growing up, like I said, I looked up to my mom and my aunt. But the people that I looked up to on TV, I didn't get a chance to meet them or be around them. And I got the ability to speak to little girls in my community or the youth in my community. So I go to different schools, different detention centers, after school programs, everything. I feel like just my words can motivate, even if it's one child out of each room that I attend, I'm able to motivate somebody with just my words and my story. So right there, that to me, that's a blessing, because I didn't have that. When they brought somebody to school, it was somebody who wasn't relevant to what we was going through or what we wanted to be in life. And I feel like I'm more relevant to these kids because I'm going through some of the same things. I went through some of the same things that they're going through. So to have the person, they call me their role model, and I'm coming to their school, they get to talk to me, ask me personal questions, take pictures. That mean a lot to me because I ain't had that growing up. And like all the things that me and my camp did, it was strictly from the heart. Like if you type in my name, a lot of the stuff that I did for my community or for the youth, nothing would really pop up because I never put it out for the public because that wasn't my purpose in doing it. But I got the footage, I got everything, but I didn't do it for that, so I never released it that way. But we did turkey drives to free Easter curls for the pretty Easter girls, back to school events, all types of things. And like I said, on top of that, I go to different schools. I just did a school in New York for the first time 2 days ago, and that was big for me because I was in a different neighborhood and I got to see how their school is and how the things that they're going through and how my story got to touch some of them who never even heard of me. So it just to me, it's something that I always wanted to do, even outside of music. My mom wanted to start a foundation with helping the youth, especially young girls. And when I got the power to do it, not even the money, because that's not what it's about, but when I got the power to talk and speak and give my story to motivate somebody, I just kept going with it.
And that's you know, I'm just saying, speaking from, you know, my past experience of living life, that's truly commendable because there's a lot of there's a lot of youth. You know yourself. You know, there's a lot of youth that we don't get that. We get the you know, we might get a doctor, we might get a physical therapist or something that's not necessarily from where we come from or our environment. You know what I mean? So I truly commend that. But on another note, as far as what is it that you think separates yourself from the next woman rapper or just an artist, period? Because it seems like women always get characterized like, oh, well, we the female rappers.
Right.
What makes you think like as an artist?
I think I'm very versatile, maybe to tell different stories. I could put myself in somebody else's shoes and tell a story that to the point where you think I really lived through that or I really did that. And I think that's what sets me apart. On top of that, I just like having fun. Like I said, Missy was one of my favorite artists, and Missy put fun in hip hop. Like I used to sit in front of the TV and wait for a world premiere of a Missy video. I used to walk around the house, me and my brother, with trash bags and glasses on, thinking that we was in the videos. But I'm very versatile and just having fun with my music. Like I don't stick in one box and I don't do what everybody is doing at the moment. I still stay relevant to what's going on and what's going on in the industry, but at the same time, I'm staying true to myself and having fun with it. Because once you lose the fun in the game, it's like it seems like a regular 9 to 5, and that's what I don't want to do.
Exactly. Now I read some, not recently, but I read something about DJ Diamond Cuts, another Philly.
Yeah.
But I read something about it, so you looked up to her. I mean, you know, basically like you admired it.
Yeah.
So, you know, do you have a tight bond or a close relationship, or what's the reason why you feel like you admire her?
That's like my big sister. I just remember going to dollar parties and basements, and Diamond Cuts was on the radio. And I never met her. Then the first time that I did meet her, she was open armed. She was real humble, and it's like one of my mentors because she schooled me to a lot of different things in the game, and she's responsible for a lot of my success so far in my career. Like that was the first person to play me on the radio. She broke 2 of my original records. On top of that, all my freestyles was played through her. She hooked me up with Cosmic Cav. She hooked me up with Doc B. So we got a strong relationship. That's like a big sister to me. I could call her for anything ranging from music to cars to regular personal stuff. So big shout out to Diamond Cut. She definitely holds a lot of responsibility for who LeeMazin is today.
That's a good thing too. Just rubbing off on that a little bit. Now, with the Dreams and Nightmares tour, I understand that you opened up for me. How did that help you as far as like with the showmanship, performance? Was that like a big situation for you?
Yeah, it was a different and a great experience. That was all of our first tours. So it was me, Louis V. Gutta, Jordan, and Lil Snupe. It was fun. I got to learn a little bit more about them, and on top of that, I was in different cities that I've never performed in, especially on the West Coast. Like that was my first time even going to LA, and we had 3 shows in LA, and just advancing with the show, I learned more and more of crowd control and interacting with the crowd. Like the first show I think I did wasn't New York. I think it was DC. I don't know, but the first show I was kind of nervous. Like that was one of the biggest crowds that I performed in front of. But once I realized, like, all right, they rocking with me, and 80% of them probably never even heard of LeeMazin. But once I got that control over them, and I see that they got their hands in the air and they willing to hear my music that they never heard before, it was just like, all right, cool, this tour gonna be perfect for me because now I get to show who LeeMazin is in each city. And I just kept growing with that. So by the time we went to LA was the last state. We did Hollywood, Santa Ana, and the Bay. And the Bay was like the way I wanted to jump in the crowd. Like that's how loud the crowd was. And to be a new artist, you know, it's different from the East Coast and the West Coast, especially when you want to come up. So they really probably never heard of me. But when I left, they was searching me. They was searching for me. They was hitting me on Twitter. They was hitting me on Instagram. They still hit me to this day like, yo, you got to come back to the Bay. Show going to sell out. Come back. So I just grew. With every show, I was just having fun with the crowd. And once I mastered that helped boost my show on a regular.
Yeah, everything with you and your name is popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The gram, the tweets, everything is popping. Now rubbing off of that, we gotta talk about Blow. First of all, Blow is a dope record.
Thank you.
It's a dope record.
Thank you.
I really like it. You need to shoot a video for that. Like,
I shot the video. The video airs next week on TV actually.
So you got that. Now, what's up with the Blow tour?
My team and I, we put it together. We put our heads together, and basically, it's a little promo run. I got a couple performances, but it's basically major radio stations, online radio stations, meet and greets, club runs, a little bit of everything, just to network and meet these DJs and meet the club promoters and meet the fans in each state, each city. And so we're doing the whole East Coast first. Put it together. We did Boston, we did New York, and then we back in Philly, and then we go straight from Delaware all the way down to Florida. But we put it together within I think 3 weeks, and then next thing I know, we was on the road. So it's based upon the track Blow. I did drop. That's my fire art record for the next record that's coming for the summer. So we called it the Blow Tour, and now we getting the record heated. On top of that, I'm walking in the stations with different records exclusively for the DJs and everything like that. So I'm making those connections with those radio stations and those DJs.
So is there anything that you want the people to know? We know we got the Blow Tour coming. We know we got the. If y'all ain't had a Blow track, man, y'all need to
Go
check
download
that
it
out,
off
man,
iTunes.
for real. So we know we got the video for the Blow track. Now, anything else that you need to tell the people as far as what we didn't touch?
Just gotta stay tuned. I got a lot of records coming. I got some visuals coming. Got some shows coming up. But I just did the Set It Off record with a few other females from the city. So that showed the unity. That was big for Philly because we ain't had no record. LeeMazin, Tiani Victoria, and Miss Jade.
Okay.
So that's a dope record. You have to check that out. We just shot the video for that too, so the video will be coming out soon. I got another record coming with some of the hottest male rappers from the city as well. And then on top of that, just dropping records and having fun. We're gonna do some cookouts and some stuff like that for the summer to really, really bring the city back and show it's our town now. It's time for Philly to shine.
SPKEZY TV, we bring you nothing but the best exclusives.
Yeah.
LeeMazin. Y'all don't know already, man. Y'all better get hit to it. This the first lady right here. It's over. It's over for y'all.